Do you ever find yourself questioning if someone in your life is good for you, if they're bringing out the best in you, and if their intentions are pure? If after every interaction you're feeling drained, you're feeling that they're making jokes at your expense, that they're gaslighting you, that you feel like you're going crazy, they're guilt tripping you, making you feel bad for putting yourself first, you could be dealing with someone that has toxic behaviour. And if you enjoy content that motivates you, encourages you to be the most authentic version of yourself, and you enjoy self-development, then this channel is for you. So if it sounds like your vibe, I would love if you could like and subscribe. First of all, it's very easy to get caught up in these dynamics. These might be friends that you've had for years. These might be family members. These might be people you work with. You always felt a vibe, or you're starting to feel a vibe and you don't know what it is. These sort of things don't just grow overnight. These sort of things often happen over time, and it takes one thing for you to wake up to it and realise, hold on, this doesn't align with who I am or who I want to become. Toxic people ultimately want to feel a sense of control. They may struggle with low self-esteem or a low sense of self. One of the worst behaviours that I really hate is when you are doing something for yourself and someone makes you feel bad about it. Someone guilt trips you. You could feel really unwell and you have to cancel last minute and say, look, I'm not feeling good, I have to cancel. And then that person goes, oh, that's really unfair. Oh, now I'm going to have to go by myself. Oh my God. Well, fine, I have to do it. I have to go by myself. It's okay. When in that situation, the way it should be handled is, I am so sorry you're not feeling well. Don't worry, I'll handle it. Everything will be okay. I just hope you feel better. And if you need anything, I'm here. In no way, shape or form should you feel bad for putting yourself first for the example of when you're not feeling well. Who genuinely cares for you and genuinely loves you will want to make sure that you're feeling okay and feeling better and recovering. I know personally, if one of my friends isn't feeling well, I'd much rather them take that rest and recover and recharge and not have to worry about any of it than putting that pressure on them. Because let's be honest, the only reason that person's upset is for their own selfish reasons. And guilt tripping you shows how much they don't care about anyone else but themselves. It shows immaturity. And if you're an empathetic, kind person, you're going to feel even worse and feel bad. I'm here to tell you, don't feel bad. You're doing what's right for you. You're looking after yourself, number one, as you should be. And if they have a problem with that, that says a lot more about them, and that is a them problem and not a you problem. Someone guilt tripping you is not an example and a sign for you to hold. It's a sign for you to reevaluate and see if this person is actually good for you long term. No one should be guilt tripping you whatsoever. So if they are, nothing wrong with you saying, I feel like you're guilt tripping me right now. I'm really not feeling well. And from that, they either apologise and say, I'm so sorry, and in the future they won't do it. And they might generally mean it. They might generally not mean to guilt trip you, but it's what they've been shown or thought was normal. But if they are doing it to manipulate you, you've called them out on it, and you're saying, no, we won't tolerate this behaviour. So another good example is triangulation. You, for example, might have put a boundary in place or something to protect yourself for your own well-being, which is good. We love a boundary. The person you've set the boundary with turn around and says to you to make you feel bad and make you question yourself and make you think you're going mad. They get a third party involved and then they say, oh yeah, X person thinks that is a little bit of a silly situation. They think that what you're saying may be a bit of an overreaction. They also don't understand why you've put that boundary in place. Now, I just think you're being selfish by putting that boundary in place. And you know what? That person agrees. I'm going to stop you right there. No, you're not reconsidering, first of all. Because your boundaries are there to protect yourself. You know what's right for you. It doesn't matter if someone else agrees. And also, if you've confided in someone or you've set a boundary with someone, they shouldn't be talking to other people about you. It's just such a crazy, unfair thing to do. That boundary could have been really hard for you, and them saying this is their way of testing you. Them saying this is their way of going, I'm going to tell her what other people have said to make her feel insecure, to make her doubt herself, to make her doubt her decision. And this is where you need to stand strong, trust yourself that boundary is there to protect yourself. No matter what anyone says, it's non-negotiable. It's not going to change. We're not abandoning our needs, honey. We're not doing it. If you have a problem with that, then that's a shame. And the thing is, people that love you want the best for you. They'll want to hear that you've got a boundary in place and they'll respect that. They won't even question it. And some people might be intrigued, so they might question a little bit about it. They won't go to the level of making you feel guilty, bringing other people into the mix. Because again, it is just a tactic. It is just a tactic and a way to see if you'll fold, because then they'll know next time, oh, if I do A, B and C, it will work. They'll soon find out when you stay firm that that is not happening. And the last one that I'm going to talk about today, and it's the one I personally hate the most, is passive-aggressive humour. And don't get me wrong, in the UK, we make jokes all the time, take the piss, and that's fine as part of the British culture. What isn't okay is when someone makes a joke at your expense. What do I mean by that? It could be that they're really annoyed about something about you, that they've never raised it with you before, or they feel a certain type of way about you, but they pass it off as a joke when you can tell that it's not a joke. For example, you could be at a table with loads of people and you could be talking to everyone and you make a funny comment, and I know personally sometimes I'll say things without thinking. I know it can be funny, and I know my friends can go, oh, for Christ's sake, that's another Charlie thing to say. But it's when someone takes it a step too far and they kind of insult you a little bit. Not in a way that's like, here we go again. All right there, Charlie. It's kind of in a way where it's like undermining you. It's like, oh, you're always so stupid, aren't you? Honestly, I find it so funny how you can just live every day. Honestly, how does everyone deal with you all the time? Oh, that's really funny, isn't it? Always so funny. You're always such a clumsy person. Oh, you never think about what you say before you say it. So they could say it in that tone. Or they could just be damn right rude in front of loads of people and just say something along the lines of, see, I just don't know how you're always like this. And then do like a little laugh at the end or something, just to make a light humour of it. But we all know it's not funny. We all know that they're targeting you directly. Do that joke at your expense. Because again, they're trying to make themselves look funny in front of other people, but showing you up in front of those people. You don't have to accept that behaviour. And I know it's awkward, but that person's getting a way of speaking to you like that. So they'll think in the future, again, I can get a way of talking to her like that. It's fine. Rather than checking themselves. And rather than actually being honest with you, they're saying that actually that's something that annoys them. Rather than checking in with themselves and going, okay, that obviously annoys me, but that's part of her personality. If I want to be friends with her, I have to accept that. If I don't want to be friends with her, then that's a decision of mine to make. Throw it into a joke. We've all heard them before. When someone is laughing, making a joke, but it's not a joke. You have every right to call it out. From doing that, again, as said before, the person will either understand that and acknowledge that, something they might have not been aware of. You would hope they would be, but they might not have been aware of. They'll stop doing it in the future, or they'll get defensive and angry. That's a good sign if someone's getting defensive. They'll get all angry and annoyed because you've called them out on the behaviour that they knew they were doing. Rather than taking accountability, they're going to deflect it back on you like you're the problem. Again, putting a gaslight in there saying, you're the reason I'm like this. Like, this is your fault, not my fault. It's not something for you to absorb. That is not something for you to take on. And from there, you reassess the friendship and you say, can I deal with this long term? And it can be even harder when people have been in your life for years and years and years because you become accustomed to that behaviour. But you're growing as a person, and that person either matches you and reaches you where you are, or they decide that they want to stay in those ways, and that's fine, leave them to it. You deserve to be around friends and friendships and relationships that energise you and bring you joy, that you go away from them, not question it, not second guessing, not overthinking. You go away from that interaction feeling your best self. Not that you have to watch your back, not that you have to question things. I can tell you for certain, 100%, all the friends I have around me and that I spend time with, I come back from that interaction feeling good, feeling happy and positive, wanting to see them again. But I have had friendships in the past where I felt absolutely rubbish and I felt drained after being around them. And I've definitely had friends that have made jokes or put me down in front of people at my own expense. And I had to make the hard decision of going, okay, I've known you since this age, but I don't want to be around this anymore. I'm not okay with this behaviour. Because who you surround yourself with is who you become. And your beautiful soul deserves to be handled with the most softest, kindest intentions. And if you've got people around you that want to bring out the worst in you, or make you feel like absolute rubbish, you don't deserve that. You deserve better. If anything, you deserve the best. Some people are born to be icons, and that is just you. So start acting your price. Start acting your worth. And stop letting people diminish it. Stop letting people treat you in ways that you know you don't deserve. People's behaviour has everything to do about them and not to do about you. I want you to know your worth and add tax. Gucci doesn't go on sale, so neither does your self-worth. I hope that's helped, and I hope it's helped you notice some signs. And I really hope that you have a good rest of your week and you are treated with kindness and you treat people with kindness. Everything overall is beautiful as you. Ciao for now, Bellas.